Have you ever realized how your mind almost never feels truly quiet? From the instant you wake up, thoughts begin to flow. Planning, worrying, remembering, replaying. Even when nothing is actually happening, the mind continues its endless chatter. This constant stream of mental noise can feel draining, and many people try to fix it by forcing themselves to calm down, to stop thinking, to relax, to clear the mind. But this approach rarely works because a quiet mind cannot be forced. The more you try to control it, the more active it becomes. In Buddhist wisdom, calm isn't something you push into the mind. It's something you slowly cultivate through small, simple habits. The way you begin your day, how you respond to situations, how you relate to your thoughts, all of these shape your mental state. Today, you'll discover 5 simple daily habits, not complex methods, but gentle practices that naturally guide your mind back to stillness. Chapter 1. Start the day without noise. Habit 1. Begin your day without noise. The first moments after waking are incredibly powerful. They set the direction for your entire day. Yet most people overlook this. As soon as they open their eyes, they reach for their phone. Messages, notifications, news, social media. Before the mind is even fully awake, it's already filled with noise. This creates restlessness right from the start. The mind becomes busy before it even has a chance to be calm. Instead, try something different. When you wake up, don't reach for your phone. Just sit quietly, even if only for a few minutes. No stimulation, no input, no distractions. Bring your awareness to your breath. Feel the air moving in and out. Notice your body slowly waking up. Watch the thoughts as they begin to arise. You don't need to stop them. You don't need to control anything. Simply observe. At first, the mind may feel restless. It may want to check something, plan something, or rush into the day. But if you remain with the silence, something begins to change. The thoughts slow down. The body relaxes. The mind becomes clearer. You are no longer reacting. You are just aware. And this creates a calm foundation. Instead of starting your day with noise, you begin with presence, and that presence carries into everything that follows. You become less reactive, more focused, more grounded. The Buddha taught that mindfulness begins with awareness of the present moment, and the morning is the easiest place to practice it. So before the world enters your mind, give yourself a moment of stillness. The insight is simple. The first moments of your day shape everything that follows. Chapter 2. Do one thing at a time. Habit 2. Focus on one thing at a time. One of the main reasons the mind feels overwhelmed is multitasking. We try to do many things at once. Eating while scrolling, working while checking messages, listening while thinking about something else. The body may be in one place, but the mind is scattered across many. This creates a sense of fragmentation. The mind never fully settles, and when it is divided, it becomes noisy. The solution is simple. Do one thing at a time. When you eat, just eat. Notice the taste, the texture, the movement of your hands. When you walk, just walk. Feel each step, the contact with the ground, the motion of your body. When you work, give your full attention to the task. Not partial attention, not distracted attention, complete attention. At first, this may feel slow. You might feel like you're accomplishing less, but in reality, you're doing more with clarity. Because when the mind is focused on a single thing, it becomes steady. It stops jumping from thought to thought. It is no longer pulled in multiple directions. And in that steadiness, something shifts. The mental noise begins to fade. You feel calmer, more present, more clear. This is a simple practice, but it has a deep impact. The Buddha taught that mindfulness is the path to a peaceful mind, and mindfulness means being fully aware of what you are doing right now, not in the past, not in the future, just here. And this leads to a powerful insight. The mind becomes quiet when it is no longer divided. Chapter 3. Pause before you react. Habit 3. Pause before you react. Throughout your day, there will always be moments that trigger you. A comment you don't like, a sudden problem, someone speaking in a way that feels unfair. In those moments, the reaction is usually immediate. The mind responds quickly, the body tightens, words are ready to come out. This is where emotional chaos begins, not from the situation itself, but from the speed of our reaction. The faster we react, the less aware we become, and without awareness, we say things we regret. We act in ways that create more stress. But there is a simple practice that can change everything. Pause for a moment before you speak. Before you respond, before you act, take one slow breath. Inhale, exhale, and feel it completely. This small pause creates space, and within that space, something important happens. You begin to observe. Instead of reacting automatically, you notice what is happening inside you. This is anger. This is frustration. This is tension. You don't need to push it away. You don't need to follow it. Just notice it. This awareness gives you a choice. You are no longer controlled by your first impulse. You can respond with calmness, clarity, and intention. This doesn't mean becoming passive, it means becoming conscious. Over time, this practice becomes natural. You begin to pause without effort, and your entire way of responding to life changes. Less conflict, less regret, less emotional exhaustion. More clarity, more stability, more peace. The Buddha taught that awareness is the beginning of freedom, and often that awareness begins with something very small, a single pause. So the next time you feel triggered, remember, pause, breathe, observe. The insight is simple. A quiet mind doesn't come from controlling life. It begins with pausing before you react. Chapter 4. Allow thoughts to pass without holding on to them. Habit 4. Allow thoughts to pass without holding on to them. One of the main reasons the mind feels heavy is not the number of thoughts, but how tightly we cling to them. A thought appears and we follow it. We analyze it, replay it, build more thoughts around it. Before we realize it, we are trapped in a loop. This is overthinking. The mind repeats the same patterns, past conversations, future worries, imagined scenarios. And the more we engage with these thoughts, the heavier the mind becomes. But in Buddhist practice, there is another way. Instead of holding on to thoughts, you learn to observe them, like clouds moving across the sky. They appear, they pass, and they disappear. You don't need to stop them. You don't need to control anything. Simply observe. At first, the mind may feel restless. It may want to check something, plan something, or rush into the day. But if you remain with the silence, something begins to change. The thoughts slow down. The body relaxes. The mind becomes clearer. You are no longer reacting. You are just aware. And this creates a calm foundation. Instead of starting your day with noise, you begin with presence, and that presence carries into everything that follows. You become less reactive, more focused, more grounded. The Buddha taught that mindfulness begins with awareness of the present moment, and the morning is the easiest place to practice it. So before the world enters your mind, give yourself a moment of stillness. The insight is simple. The first moments of your day shape everything that follows. Chapter 5. End the day by letting go. Habit 5. End the day by letting go. At the end of the day, your body may feel tired, but your mind often keeps going, replaying conversations, thinking about what went wrong, holding on to stress. Even when you lie down to rest, the mind stays active. This carries the weight of the day into the night and then into the next day. Over time, this creates mental fatigue, a heaviness that slowly builds. But there is a simple habit that can change this. Before going to sleep, take a few quiet moments. Reflect on your day, not to judge, not to analyze, but simply to see what happened. Let the moments pass through your awareness, a conversation, a mistake, a feeling. Then gently release them. No replaying, no holding. Mistakes, let them go. Stress, let it go. Thoughts, let them pass, like leaves floating on water. You don't need to keep anything because the day is already complete. Holding on to it doesn't change it, it only adds weight. With regular practice, something begins to shift. Your sleep becomes deeper, your mind feels lighter. You wake